Vegan gains, pimps his wife. Hashtag so ethical. Now I know people have been cracking jokes for years talking about Yasmin needing to get a job, but I'm not sure prostitution is what they had in mind. But you think Richard would get upset if you called him a pimp? Or would he wear that label proudly, seeing as he's probably had that word pounded into his head by a nice breakbeat and some fat slob sweating on camera, right? It's hard out here for a pimp, man. Times are getting rough, I guess. It was time to, I don't know, saddle up the horse and ride that bitch off a cliff, I guess. Vegans are degenerates, man. I mean, it's just one form of degeneracy in today's world, but vegans are definitely degenerating. They're degenerate. Not every vegan, obviously, but it just kind of comes hand in hand with all this other evil, I would say. Veganism just seems to be intimately linked to, porn, prostitution, it is by definition anti-human, but also, well, all the stuff that we've talked about. I won't be repeating myself here. Anti-natalism, just anti everything. Anti-religion, anti-science, blah 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 blah, right? Just anti everything that's useful, good, normal, and pro degeneracy. But I'm sure Richie will strap on some $10,000 worth of hi-fi audio video equipment as he goes on one of his midnight rollerblading strolls, emphasis on the last four letters of that word, telling us about, oh, I'm so fucking ethical. I'm so much fucking healthier than you. Look at me with this Chinese slave produced using rare earth materials, creating all kinds of havoc and pollution in the world, destroying the environment. Equipment, expensive equipment. Look at me. I am so ethical. So much more ethical than you. Doesn't he look like a girl on those rollerblades? There's something about that stroll, man. I would not be surprised if he at some point in the not so distant future had a sex change. For the views, obviously. For the views. You think I'm kidding? I'm not at all kidding. So yeah, Richie pimping his wife. What is the world coming to, honestly? What the hell is the world coming to? But I'm sure this is some kind of a badge of manliness and manhood, of how not jealous I am and all this other stuff, right? Using this doublespeak to turn decency and good manners, proper behavior into a negative, right? Jealousy. Oh man. This is sad. I gotta say, man, this is just sad. But going ahead, go pay some money to jerk off to Richie's wife. Photos of Richie's wife, right? Like, what? You want to tell me this is art? This is insanity. Have you no shame, Mr. Burgess? Have you no shame whatsoever? And whatever, do as you will, but can we cut out the whole ethical shtick? Dog, you ain't ethical. What what's so ethical about choosing to, and I'm gonna use your lingo now, choosing to murder all these various animals for your food, obviously, except the 3 or 4 breeds that we designated to be exactly that, right? Oh, so you don't kill or you don't murder chicken, pork, beef. You don't murder any of that. Just about every other animal species on the planet in your food production in order for you to eat, right? No, not the ones we designated for that in hopes of saving some of these wild animals, right? No, 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 not those. We're going to destroy those while at the same time destroying all the wild habitat with all the wild animals in it, right? Hashtag so ethical. The guy's a joke, man. Veganism is a joke. Maybe it could be something of value, but insofar as I can tell, and this is, I know, an old story, nothing has changed. It's complete and utter degeneracy. Devolution. There's no evolution. The overwhelming majority of mutations are deleterious, detrimental, right? So we didn't come from monkeys, but it sure as hell seems like that's where we're headed, if you catch my drift. Anyway, times are getting rough, man. And it's hard out here for a pimp. What is the world coming to? Thanks for watching.